Welcome to another episode of the GSat Track How-To series. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use alerts to send custom messages to dispatchers without ever having to log into the portal or text at all. So even if you're driving, you can remain safe. So to begin, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to Add Item, which is found in our navigation panel. I'm then going to click Add Alert. So most personnel devices have a check-in button. Our own GSat Micro, the Spot devices from Globalstar, even the Iridium 9575 Extreme has the ability to send a check-in. But what we can do with that check-in is more than let somebody know that we're available or here, we can go ahead and assign a message to it. So we can go ahead and we can give the message through the name. So if I want to name it Reach Destination, that means when I trigger that check-in, Reach Destination is going to go along with it. So the alert will allow me to understand or allow contacts to be notified that not only am I checking in to let you know that I'm okay, but I've reached my destination. So now what I've done is I've created a way of communicating without actually texting or having to stop driving or do something that would otherwise prohibit me from being able to do my job. I can simply click a button, notify the important people that I need to do something else or that something else is taking place. So once I've named it and given it my particular spin on what I want to say to my people out in the field, I can then add a description or even a resolution procedure. Now, because this is alert, we have a lot of information. Something that we want to keep in mind is that if we are using text messages, there's often a limit on the amount of characters that can be used. So you want to keep this rather small, or you want to make sure that your messaging is effective. Next, if we want, we can apply rules to these. And the rules can apply to specific assets. So maybe I want to know if this person is checking in while in a geofence. And then, so when they're in this geofence, they can tell me I've reached my destination. So if they're doing deliveries, it's a really good way for me to let my dispatcher know I'm okay, I'm doing this, I've reached the location, shuffling on to the next thing. So I also can choose whether it requires acknowledgement in the system. Typically, because we're using this for messaging, I'd say no, but I'm able to choose what contacts receive this information. So it makes it a really simple way for sending messages between two parties who may not even use GSat Track. And this way, the person out in the field who's using a tracking device can send a message, a CAN message, as many as they want, just setting up the alert and notifying the appropriate parties. And then once we're done, we can create that alert. So to show this in action, what I can do is I can go back to our main panel here, and we'll see that we have a couple of alerts. So Jeff has defined that his alert is called speeding test. But if I wanted this to say more information, I could do that. Again, I can get the show position because I'm here. But if I were to receive this as an alert on my cell phone or as an email, I could be told directly what's going on. So if I wanted to rename this rather than speeding test, if I wanted to name it something like, again, as we saw, reach destination, that would be what's displayed and what's sent to me either through text or email. Meaning that I have a two-way communication system set up to where somebody out in the field can notify me of what's going on, and we can speak to one another without ever having to text. Simply check in, let me know that you're at a location, and you can send additional data. So that's how you tie a message to an alert to give you CAN messages within the system. They're unlimited, and the only limitation is what you can think of and how many characters you're able to receive either through text or email. Thank you very much, and I look forward to our next video.